Welcome to Brainwreck. I'm Jason X.
And I'm Kevin Graham.
And this is the best show on the internet.
Sure is. Back again. Doing it.
Back again every goddamn week. It don't matter if it's a holiday.
Oh.
It don't matter if it's a goddamn fucking anniversary.
Oh.
It don't matter if it's fucking Arbor Day. I don't know. We're here.
Yeah.
Every single Wednesday.
Doing. I had a thing and then I lost it. I'm sorry. We're like the postman.
Like the postman.
Always
we
coming.
hate rain. We hate the sleet, but man, we sure do hate the snow, which is why we got the fuck out of where we were previously.
Don't be so sure that it won't come. That's what I have to tell myself now.
Oh yeah, you got fucked last year.
Last year, sir. It was this year.
Oh, was it this year?
That was.
This year has been
such
a fucking blur.
That was a whole 9 months ago.
Can we just stop for a second and say, life is a shit show, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
You never know what the fuck is gonna happen.
No.
It's like at any period of time.
It's more like a box of like chocolates you just find in the back of the cupboard. You really don't know what you're gonna get. It might be tasty. It might not be. It might have.
But you're willing to take the gamble.
I mean, would you take the gamble?
I mean, a lot of times we don't have a choice, so we just kind of have to. We're starving.
Kind of like you got a bad taste.
We're starving.
Yeah.
We're waiting for them government checks to come, and they ain't coming because it's a bunch of fucking red tape that you have to jump through, and then they forget about you. And then you're starving. You got a family to feed, and what do you find? You find those chocolates in the back of the cupboard. Yeah. Sure, there's some mold on them, but it doesn't look that old.
I mean, I've
you
eaten
kind
mold.
of brush them off a little bit, and I mean, you do all the time. It's astonishing how much mold you eat.
And I'm allergic.
And actually, we had
to
a conversation about this.
We did.
Well, no, me and the wife.
Oh, you and the wife had a conversation. Oh,
yeah, we talked. We had actually just I think like 2 days ago we were talking about how much mold you eat, and we came to realize that more than likely it's because you can't smell.
It's because I can't smell. Also, I don't check my food all the time, which I'm better about that now.
Well, there you go.
Especially in these trying times, because it ain't over, folks.
I mean, it's not over for anybody.
Although I did throw away a carton of blueberries that had mold on it today. Christy,
oh, you learned.
I was trying to clear stuff out for tomorrow, and then I picked it up, and I was like, there's stuff. I also knew in my head that they had been sitting there for like 4 weeks.
Sure,
so I was like,
right.
Because
you keep your receipts.
Truthfully, I was craving a little snack, and I wanted something sweet. And I was like, I know I got those blueberries in there, but those blueberries have been in there for a little while now. I should probably check them. As I'm clearing stuff out, I was like, there's mold. I just threw them away.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
You saved yourself the heartache of texting me that you ate mold again for like the 5th time.
Yeah. One of these days I'm going to die from it.
I mean, you might.
I might.
I would.
I am
allergic.
You said you're allergic. I'm allergic to penicillin.
What is that? Mold. Is that like amoxicillin?
It's basically mold. No, amoxicillin is something different. Which I might be allergic to amoxicillin too. I'm not quite sure. I haven't been to the doctor in like over 6 years.
And you have insurance.
And brother, I'm just a mess. I'm a mess. I sent an email.
Good checkup, would you?
I sent an email to a dentist the other week, and I never heard back. I gotta get the old bones fixed up now. I'm starting to
take care of yourself, sir, would you?
Yeah.
For all of our sakes.
Pretty sure I have tennis elbow.
Brother, you've been playing that tennis elbow game for like 7 years now.
What are you talking about?
You've never played tennis.
No, it's not. Okay, number one, I have never claimed to have tennis elbow. How dare you, sir? When have I ever said that?
I checked the archives. And you have to call the dentist, according
There's
to
a thing on their website for an intake form.
Oh, that's bullshit. Listen, I sent a fucking email to New York State 3 fucking weeks ago, and I haven't heard shit. So fuck the email system. God damn.
That is true.
Pick up the phone.
No, I've never claimed it. No, because I've been having an issue with my arm now all year. I don't know what it is. So I was doing some research because I was like, I think I've pinpointed where it hurts the most. And it just happened to be tennis elbow is typically what I'm feeling. It's not, you don't get it just from playing tennis. It's because it's like tennis elbow if it's on the outside, golfer's elbow if it's on the inside. It's just like tendinitis or whatever.
What if you're a bowler? Where do
you get that in your wrist?
You get it in the it's all in the wrist.
It's why I wear those guards that I never really understood.
Oh, that's true. That's the carpal tunnel.
Carpal tunnel, which I probably also have.
I had a friend's dad who would wear that shit fucking everywhere. The carpal tunnel.
Oh yeah.
Wrist thing because he was a computer programmer.
Okay.
So he was and that was back before they had the fucking little gel fucking strips and the goddamn mouse pads and the whole thing.
Yeah, I hate those things.
Well, yeah, but they save your ass though. Well, your wrist. They're there to save. All right.
Yeah. See, I wish what we could do is just have like these little inserts that like at night we can just go into, and it just like perfectly aligns your body. Because ultimately that's what it is. It's just from like having shitty posture while you sleep, slouching in your chair.
Are you talking about the float tanks from Star Wars?
Is that a thing?
Well, first off, float tanks are a thing. Ask Joe Rogan. And then
I ain't asking Joe Rogan shit. That motherfucker can stay away from me and my health.
He's right next door.
Macho Man elbow if it's just all over. It's true. It's true.
That or if it is over, brother. Let's be honest.
Yeah. No, but not a float tank because you need some support. So your bones like align perfect. Because if you're in a water tank or just kind of floating, then you're going to be all like loosey goosey. Right. Like you need to have that like tight support, that compression.
Yeah, but if we learned anything from The Last Jedi, like 25 minutes in that thing fixed a broken spine. So Finn came out.
If we had that too, fine. I guess.
Right.
I don't know. I just need to get fixed, man.
Get fixed, would you?
Get fixed.
You have the insurance. It's not going to cost you an arm and a leg. Just get your checkups. Make sure you get your blood done. Mm-hmm. Fucking take care of yourself for God's sakes. Like everybody's been through enough already. Everybody. We don't. And we're gonna say this right now. Shout out to Patrick. He's in the chat. I know you're going through a tough time, buddy. We love you.
We love you, pal.
Hang in there. I really wish I could be there for you, in person, but. We understand, man. It's hard. So we love you, and it's just another thing for this year. It's been a hell of a ride, man. It's been a hell of a ride.
Yeah, it has been interesting, to say the least. Not all sunshine. We thought this was going to be it.
What assholes we were.
We just keep reminding ourselves. It's.
We're like the strange optimists of.
We need to set the bar really low next year.
We need that's the problem. The brass ring's been set too high.
Yeah. Like we need to start small. Like put it at the top of the stairs. Like
the kitchen stool. Let's start there.
The kitchen. Yeah. Just wake up and have a seat. Just sit down.
Yeah.
And just like boom. That's it. You did it. Good job.
Exactly. And we were just talking before the show, and it's weird how like a good day this year is when you wake up and you end up not disappointed with something, anything at all, and then you're just like, all right, today wasn't bad.
It really is sort of this mentality of the older you get, the more the bare minimum becomes more than enough.
Yes,
because it
exactly.
is the least amount of offense, and like it's just I know this is fine, nothing went wrong, that's good enough
for me.
Yeah,
that's good. That's a win for the day. But man, it seems like this year, if we're looking at the win-loss column, it's we ain't making the playoffs, folks. Not even the wild card.
We're going home early.
We're going home early.
We're going home early. We're going to strategize. We're going to maybe shuffle some of the coaching staff around, pull in some new prospects, see if we can maybe go through. Like I really feel like next year is gonna maybe instead of like
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't, you fucking asshole. Don't you fucking say it.
You don't even know what I'm gonna say. What am I gonna say?
Okay.
I just feel like maybe next year is the rebuilding year.
You said that about this year. You
Shut
fucking asshole.
It's gonna work out. I promise. I feel good. I feel good about this. Like, we just focus. Let's focus on ourselves. That's what we need to do.
Let's be more selfish.
Fuck it. Yeah, let's be more selfish. Let's focus more on ourselves. Work on ourselves. Do the things that we need to do.
Apparently, we're getting a gig. We're getting a coaching gig for the agent.
I'll be a life coach. I'll tell you all the things not to do.
I got a list of them.
Yeah.
It's 1, don't fucking move. 2. Well, and that's kind of the thing. Like, my second one would be like, don't buy an old house, but like, you bought a new house and it didn't work out for you either. I mean, so like, what the fuck do you do?
I mean, I think we're doing a little bit better, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you guys aren't doing bad.
I mean, like, granted, like, all the, like, looking, like, still, though, like, the amount of issues we've had with this house and just the complete and utter incompetency. Like, because you kind of knew what you were getting into, because, like, you said at the very beginning, like, like we're getting the fixer-upper. We want to do some stuff our own way. We were, like, we're coming in with like, the, you know, the preset options. And then we'll kind of do things our way as we go along and continue to get settled in. But then it was like, hole in the roof, hole in the ceiling, leaks, fucking missing pieces in the wall, fucking paint chipping everywhere, garbage everywhere. I'm pretty sure our HVAC unit is going.
Well, it just got here.
Well, I know. Not necessarily
saving the party early,
necessarily the HVAC unit, but the it's actually more like the air unit on the outside of the house. It's doing one of those things where you sort of stand by and listen to it, and you're like, I'm not an expert in this, but I know it's not supposed to be doing that.
You got to pour vinegar in it.
Already have done that with the HVAC unit every month or every couple of weeks.
Oh, okay.
The vinegar's the vinegar's not the problem. It's the equipment.
It's always the equipment.
It's always the equipment. Yeah. But next year, listen.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Listen, I'm getting into the fasting.
Oh, okay. All right. How's that working out for you?
I've gained 2 pounds.
Brother, what are you eating?
What are you eating? I'm eating salads and eggs and chicken.
Smothered in ranch dressing.
Dude. Fuck you, sir. Ranch? Who do you think? Listen, I'm not a ranch guy.
French?
I mean, I'll fuck with the French.
French was my go-to.
French? Okay.
As a kid for years.
Yeah.
It was Catalina or nothing.
I'm more balsamic vinegar on my salads now.
Okay.
I've been digging on that. I think a big part of it, though, is I just have not been able to get into the gym. And the times that
kickstart.
And the times that I do go, I'm not getting a good workout in.
Okay. All right. Well, let me ask you this. Are you taking like a pre-workout?
I don't. I really don't do pre-workouts just because I think they're bullshit, and I do just as well with a 5-hour at 2 p.m. and a little bit of coffee just before I go.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give you the secret off air as to what you need to do. There's a secret formula.
Okay.
and it will kickstart your weight loss. So are you sticking to your time frames?
I'm still sticking within an 8-hour window. Yes.
8-hour window. Okay. So what time at night do you stop eating typically?
Roughly depending on when I start, it's usually between 6:30 and 7 is when I stop eating.
Okay. All right. So that's good. And you're staying up to when?
10:30, 11 o'clock.
10:30, 11.
Usually when we're lights out.
Okay, all right, and you're getting your nightly exercise in as well.
I mean, hey, it's going all right. It's going well.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow. And you're gaining weight. This does not compute.
I mean, it's not like I will say I feel like I've been more stagnant. I'll go
Oh, okay.
like so
Well,
I'll like
I'm
I'll
sorry.
drop like I'll like I'll drop 3 pounds, but then I'll gain that 3 pounds. And
Okay.
then like the last time I weighed myself, I weighed 2 more pounds than what I did previously.
Are you weighing yourself at the same time a day? Because like that your weight can fluctuate that way.
Yeah, and I've taken that into consideration, but it's usually like
Mm-hmm.
in the morning and then in the evening, just to confirm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, has your portion size diminished?
It has become more reasonable. I will say that. Yes.
Okay.
Because last week we were talking about how it took me a little bit, like because when I first started out, I was still eating big portions and trying to cram an entire day's worth within that first few hours, just to try to catch up. But now, like I'm not really that hungry until my window opens,
right?
And I'm not really having these big cravings anymore. So it's I'm able to kind of get into the swing of like I'll usually start off with like a small little breakfast. I'll do like a banana, and maybe something else small. Then I'll have like my lunch, a piece of peanut butter, and then dinner. And I'll usually do like something right before the gym if I'm able to go. And then like I'll have some mid day snacks just to try to keep myself going. And then dinner's dinner.
Okay. All right.
Nothing I'm doing is unreasonable.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I believe you. Well, maybe my little trick after the show will help. Yeah. Will help get you where you need to be.
I just need to get like back into the gym schedule. Like that's the one. Like since like midsummer, I have not been able to get in a consistent.
It's a big thing. It's a big thing. The exercise really kickstarts everything, and then once you kickstart the exercise, then especially if you do it like after you eat or before you eat. Like I always did my exercise like first thing in the fucking morning. So like 6 a.m. I'm out doing a run. Get back. You're doing a little kettlebells. You're doing a little body weight exercise, that type of thing. And then you're still not eating till 10. So like that whole time, from when I finish my workout, which is probably like 7:30, 8 o'clock to 10, like my body's already still in fucking overdrive.
Gotcha.
Killing them calories. So like that's a big thing too. Or if you do it right before you go to bed, then you got that whole sleep of your body just like fucking like yearning for something, and that'll just kickstart it as well. So yeah, get into the gym. I hope you're not giving up on it yet.
No. I'm not giving up. I mean, at this point, I feel like I'm in it. Like I might have like a day or two where it's like, we're out late, we're doing stuff. We're gonna stop off and have some late night sushi. But for the I'm gonna be able to do it. I even think I'll be able to maintain it tomorrow.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, I think tomorrow is gonna be a bit of a challenge. But I think
tomorrow's gonna be tough for me. It is my first time doing 2 Thanksgivings.
Lucky you.
So, moved down here to Florida. My family moved down here, and of course the Weiss family is already here. So like now, this is the first holiday where it's like, okay, well we're gonna do a little bit here and we're gonna do a little bit there. So this is my first time of doing like, oh shit, I've got to eat 2 dinners. I got to eat 2 desserts. I'm getting leftovers from all over the place.
Oh, so wait, are you doing dinner twice?
Yeah, we're doing like an early. And then we're going over to the other one afterward.
Because so for me, it was usually dinner at one, dessert at the other.
Ooh, okay.
So it would be like you'd wake up, you would go one place, you would do your apps, your dinner, and then you would get dessert at the other place.
Okay.
Yeah, and then that would usually flip flop each year.
Did the first one just have shit desserts? Is that why you set it up that way, or like what was the motive?
No, it was more of just like time.
Right.
Time.
How you punish me?
Always being punished by time. Not in a good way or a fun way.
No.
No.
You usually have to pay extra for that.
Yeah, yeah.
So, so we're doing 2 full meals and with the desserts because, like, usually I'm back in Cuomoville. You know, I only had my mom there. We would go there early in the morning, watch the parade.
Yep.
Eat dinner. You get your dessert. Maybe watch the dog show.
All right.
See who's gonna win best in show, and then by 2:00, it's over. Like no one's fucking doing anything.
Yeah.
Everyone's like assed out for fucking eating and shit. And then like by 4:00, the stores are open, so everyone's going out shopping.
Going shopping,
kind of thing. And but like this year, it's like by like 2:00, I could be hitting the road. Probably even before then. Getting over the because traffic's gonna be a nightmare. Gotta go through Tampa for fuck's sake. Good lord, honest, Fenton in the chat. A lot of families eat at the same time. Hard to plan 2 full meals. He's also doing 2 meals tomorrow. Yeah, but the White family they get a late start. Yeah, usually. I mean, normally the wife was saying when she was growing up, she would eat dinner at 8:00. Like 8:00 was like their dinner time. Wow. I'm like, oh, that's late.
Yeah.
Like, but I guess like we're kind of doing like a early afternoon, late afternoon kind of thing. Cause like even like you just eat early on Thanksgiving. Like that's just kind of the rules. Like you don't fucking wait until normal dinner time for the most part.
It's like a good mid-afternoon lunch. You know? And then you got time for desserts and just like digestion afterwards. You take a nap, you get up, you get some take homes. You get home by 8:00, you get on the couch and you watch some movies and then you pass the fuck out.
That's right. And this year, luckily for like Black Friday, like all the deals are already out.
Like everyone's and they all suck.
And they all suck. And like nobody has a good deal anymore.
Yep.
It's become a scam, just like healthcare.
Everybody,
just like anything else in this country.
All the companies are trying to maintain profit. Prices are going up. It's chaos.
Do you see the shit about the fucking dollar store?
The Dollar Tree's raising their prices, dude. It's
the Dollar Tree is no longer a fucking. Listen, if they had a fucking loyalty card, I would have a fucking loyalty card for the goddamn Dollar Tree. I am a dollar shopper since day one. I've gotten my steaks there, all sorts of different novelty things. Come from the dollar store. Like I am probably an every other week shopper at the dollar store. You tell me it's going to $1.25.
Watch Survivor Series.
Watch Survivor Series. I don't know. I don't know what that means. I heard there was pizza there. I don't know, but fucking $1.25. Listen, I don't have a job. All right, like times are tough. You can't. And let me tell you something about the fucking clinics in this goddamn country, because there's supposedly some free clinics where you can get some goddamn health care if you don't have any. Guess what? You got to be employed. If you're unemployed, fuck you. You don't get shit. But if you got a job and you don't make enough money, you can go get some health care. Some fucking, and then like COVID.
Yeah.
Goddamn America. Get your shit together.
Nobody wants to work. What a shame.
You're a real asshole.
Million fucking jobs opening up, a million fucking people applying, and nobody able to get one.
Nope.
Go fucking figure.
Yeah,
it's everything's fine. Yeah, everything right now is just like, because last year things got thrown so out of whack. Everybody raised the prices this year. And like it's like I think it was Adidas maybe even come out and said that they made more money on like full priced items than like they ever had in the past this year. So like companies are getting to the point where they're like, we're going to raise prices. We're not going to discount as much. We have a profit to maintain. If you don't want it, I guess don't buy it, but we're going to still make our money somehow.
And I'm no economist. So like Christy, you might have to help me out with this, but like, do they not understand that like most people that did not get or got fucking furloughed or fired or whatever were getting that extra 600 for spending cash to boom the economy from unemployment, and now they're not.
Oh, last year?
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, people really didn't understand how all this shit went down. I mean, and it's fucking baffling because the information was right there. You had an entire country, and we're just going to talk about us, the U.S.
Sure.
You had an entire country that was sitting inside for a year. People were getting checks. People were getting additional cash. What were they going to do? They can't go anywhere. They can't do anything outside. So they're not going to restaurants. They're not going to movies. They're not going on vacations. They're not going to theme parks. They're going to sit at home and do... well, you guys... Yeah, we did. They're going to sit at home and shop online. Because, hey, some people are able to work from home and make some extra money and save up more money and get extra checks. They've got extra money to spend. They're going to spend it all. So last year, a lot of businesses made a lot of fucking money. So much so that they ran out of inventory. And then this year, they bought up a shitload of inventory. Everyone fired their marketing teams. Don't even get me started. Not better. So the end of last year, earlier this year, people bought a shitload of inventory. And then logistics went, hey, guess what? Yeah, if you want this, you got to spend. You got to pay us more. So like the price of a container went way up. The price of manufacturing went way up because they're dealing with all this shit too. They're dealing with staff shortages. They're dealing with people who, actually might not want to work because they're getting paid to stay home. And you got, the threat of COVID running through their system. So they got to be careful of that. So yeah, guess what? Manufacturing is going to cost more money. Logistics is going to cost more money. It's going to cost more money to get your shit imported. It's going to cost more money to keep your shit at the warehouse. It's going to cost more money for us to take your shit from your warehouse to the customer's house. So businesses are like, well, I guess we got to start raising prices. So they all start raising prices. And then it's like, well, hey, guess what? We just got our vaccination shots. So we're going to go and have a vacation now because we didn't do shit last year. And we're going to go out and see a movie and go out to a restaurant and go out and do shit out in the world. And now everybody's like, well, we got all this inventory. That costs us a lot of money to get in.
And those $600 checks stopped.
And all those extra checks stopped. And it's like, what do these companies do? Like, they can't just discount it because they're going to lose a shitload of money. And this is happening industry-wide. This is happening across retail right now. So that's why, like, when you look at these Black Friday deals, there's a reason why they're not great.
Yeah.
It's because companies are looking at it like, well, we still need to make some kind of profit. And other companies are like, you know what? We're so niche that if you want to buy from us, 2 sales a day is going to do it for us, basically. So that's the way it is. How did we get here? This is weird. Did I black out? Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
You're laying some knowledge on the people. Is what happened.
Did I just go on a rant for 10 minutes about the fucking economy and retail right now?
I mean, it happens. Like, the economy and Thanksgiving are hand in
hand. Yeah, I mean, it is a Hallmark holiday.
I mean, it really is.
Yeah.
And tell that to the Native Americans, but like,
well, Hallmark took it. I don't think it was like back in the.
Is that a native name?
No,
like Onondaga, Hallmark.
We need to move the fuck on. So you're doing 2 Thanksgivings this year.
Doing 2 Thanksgivings, and but luckily, so the wife has always said, my family goes crazy for Christmas.
Okay,
like we go all out for Christmas. Apparently, her family goes all out for Thanksgiving.
Oh, really?
Like, she said that she looks forward to Thanksgiving more than she ever did Christmas.
Okay.
As a kid.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, well, that's interesting. Like, I've never been kind of a part of that, type of thing. Like Thanksgiving, like everybody eats and fucking falls asleep. Like that's
pretty much
it's not exciting. And like she's talking to her, her mom and her grandma's in town and her cousin's coming in town from out of town and all the cousins are gonna be there and like Meemaw's brought all the booze and like it's gonna be a real hootenanny, I guess.
Okay.
And so I'm looking forward to it. I'm like, I don't know what I'm in for, but I ain't driving and I'm having a good time.
There you go.
So
there you go.
I'm very excited as to what's gonna happen.
Tomorrow should be pretty simple. I mean, we don't do buy a whole turkey. Rotisserie. Hey, you know what? Fuck it. Let's make rotisserie chickens the thing to do on Thanksgiving.
That's real Chick-fil-A of you.
Fuck Chick-fil-A. Fuck those people. I would say we're actually going to be hosting Thanksgiving this year for the first time.
Okay.
We just got a table.
Get the fancy napkins.
No, dude, you should see our placemats.
Oh yeah.
It's just so fucking ridiculous. It's great. They're fantastic. I love them. Yeah, so we're going to host it. Our friends who had actually moved down here prior to us, we went to their house for the last 2 years to do Thanksgiving. And we just do like the meal kits. So you spend whatever money and then you get like all the fixins, all the sides, and then you get like a slab.
Oh, the family bucket of chicken.
It's kind of like the family bucket of chicken for Thanksgiving, essentially. And then you get like a slab of turkey. And then you just heat up the turkey and you heat everything up. You cook a couple things up and then you make a whole bunch of apps and sides and then boom, there it is. Dude, I get it. Like I was talking to my dad yesterday about it, and he was so disappointed in me.
Oh yeah,
he was like, "You didn't buy a turkey?" I was like, "No, I mean, like I bought turkey, but I didn't buy like a turkey."
Right.
And he was like, "But like you just taking the easy way out." I'm like, yes, I am. This is so much better.
Well, apparently the Japanese go hard for KFC for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
I mean,
so you're going the Japanese way.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's not necessarily KFC what I was talking about, but
I
would do. You know what? I would do BBQ chicken. And some Korean barbecue chicken. Hell yeah, absolutely.
Me and the wife literally had a discussion 20 minutes before the show aired about our son.
Yeah.
Because, and I compared him to you.
Oh, shit.
For a minute.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
So, we got for dinner tonight, we got frozen pizzas. Okay. So the wife got a barbecue chicken pizza. And I got like a meat lover's stuffed crust, fucking amazing DiGiorno type of thing.
Right.
So the wife gives the boy a piece of barbecue chicken, and he goes, "I don't like barbecue." And she goes, "Yeah, you do. You like barbecue chicken. Like you barbecue all the time."
Yeah.
He goes, "I don't like barbecue," and he takes like 2 bites, and he doesn't like it. And and then he eats the fuck out of the other one. And then like, come to think of it, like every time we give him anything barbecue, he's like, "I don't like this," and we keep telling him that he does. And I'm like, that's like the opposite of Kevin, who got told that he doesn't like things.
Yeah.
Like, well, maybe he actually doesn't like barbecue. I don't know. Maybe we should listen.
Just be like, this is what you do. Present him with something and be like, try this. Let me know what you think. And then he'll give you an honest response.
Right.
Yeah. That's believe it or not.
Who the fuck doesn't like barbecue? Apparently my son. I don't know.
Too spicy, maybe.
I guess.
Yeah, so we're doing that. Should be good. I've actually gotta make up some stuff tonight because I want to try to make it to the gym in the morning. Planet Fitness is open until 12, so I was like, well, I'd be getting up at 6:30 anyways because work day. So like maybe I can get in early, come home, make the meatballs, get everything thrown into the oven later on. Maybe we can make it happen. We'll see how I feel when I wake up. But yeah, I got to make up some stuff tonight. And then tomorrow it's just going to like be snacking all day.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I also kind of like it because like I don't have to go anywhere. which
see,
like it's I feel a little guilty about that because I'm like, you know, but like my whole life it was go to 2 Thanksgivings, sometimes go to 3 Thanksgivings. I'm pretty sure one time it was 4 Thanksgivings.
4 Thanksgivings, sir.
I mean it's hey, this is the life you're given.
So let me ask you this for some advice as
Right.
someone who's his first, you know, Thanksgiving for 2 type of thing, two Thanksgivings. Is there like a move that you have to like leave? Is there like a oh, we got to go fucking feed the cats or like some?
No, you just say we got to go to the next place.
We got to ease on down the road.
You get communication.
There you go.
It's the most important thing to the holidays, folks.
How about that?
If you've got another place to be, you know, I mean, you don't necessarily need to come right out and say it, but, you know, like break it in and just say like, hey, you know, just so you know, around like this time, we are going to have to leave.
This has been great.
We have more people to see. We're very appreciative of you having us out. Thank you for the stuff.
Giving thanks.
And the stuffing. We got to boogie on down. And then you just go to the next place.
What's your opinion of stuffing? It's a very divisive topic.
I love me some stuffing. I think that
you love the stuffing.
I'm all about the stuffing.
Okay.
Put the stuffing in me.
Okay.
We've got
Heard it here first.
I feel like there's a couple of different ways you can do stuffing. I don't know.
Okay, so like the wife doesn't dig on stuffing, and I'm kind of picky about my stuffing, and then her family says we're doing 5 different kinds of stuffing. I'm like, how is that possible?
Oh, it's possible.
How is that possible?
Oh, it's possible. How? Yeah. Well, I mean, like, cause so we're doing at least 2 different kinds of stuffing.
Okay, like whole wheat?
No,
or like
we're doing like a cornbread stuffing. And then we're doing, and this isn't all like homemade, but like we purchased these.
Well, no, you just said you're fucking KFCing it, so like, what the fuck?
I know. So we got like a Pepperidge Farms like cornbread stuffing.
Oh, they remember.
I do. I actually think it was the generic store kind because they were out of Pepperidge Farms at the time. We did, yes, Krista, we did get 2 kinds. So there's gonna be like a cornbread one. There's gonna be like a basic white bread one, I think. We might have one that came in the kit. I'm not quite sure.
Oh, you got a kit.
Well, yeah.
This is like a Blue Apron deal.
No, so the kit is like with all the stuff that we got. So we got like the slab of turkey, some sides, some mashed potatoes, some apple pie or some hand pies. Apple pies.
Oh, some hand pies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some hand apple pies. I don't know the right way to say that. Hand apple pies.
Some handy pies.
Handy pie. Ooh, handy. Ooh. You got to pay extra for those. So yeah, like I can get down with some stuffing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So but the thing is, like, I'm a little picky about it. Like, I'll eat the stuff that hasn't been in the bird, but if it's actually been in the bird, I'm not a fan.
Why not?
So like, it's been places. Like, you know where it's been.
That is fair. Well, like when you think about it, stuffing the carcass of a dead bird is a little odd, I will say.
It's not ideal.
It's not ideal.
Yeah.
I mean, because there's like all sorts of. It's just.
This is a bird flu.
There is a bird flu. Apple hand pies.
There you go.
That's what Christy would say.
Christy, are you jaded about this because you love birds? Like
No, it's.
I just kind of want to know.
It's owls. It's owls.
Okay.
It's owls specifically. Yeah. Birds, yes. Owls specifically. Yeah. But yeah. Was that it? Stuffing.
No, I'm just curious because like it's a divisive topic.
Why is it divisive?
You're either for it or you're against it.
Well, I feel like that you could say that about anything.
It's kind of like the wall. Like you're either for it or against it.
The wall.
Yeah, like there's not really an in between.
Okay.
Stuff the bird with another bird.
Stuff the bird with another bird.
Oh shit.
That's been done before. Okay, yeah. So hopefully it's not too much of a trek for you.
Just well, like hopefully not. But another way to see that, and don't say so seriously. People will believe you. I mean, you love birds. But this is all to say that there will not be a show tomorrow.
Yeah, yes, we will not be doing "Don't Be an Asshole" tomorrow night.
I don't know when I'm getting back, and I don't know what condition I'm getting back in.
I don't know. So, I got to work Friday, and I don't know what I do.
Isn't that like a national holiday?
No,
Are the banks open?
like if anything, it like realistically, if there's any day I should be working, it would be Black Friday. Realistically,
That's true.
Considering what I do and what I manage, it would.
It's a little important.
It's kind of important, you know. It's like, you know, of all the things you could do,
right?
Running a marketing department for an e-commerce brand, it's kind of a thing they need to focus on. Yeah, so I'll be. Oh, Blakely saw a kid at Epcot wearing an Archaeopteryx shirt yesterday. That's. There you go, Christy.
Big fan.
Yeah, I don't know what condition I'll be in. I mean, I plan to drink a lot tomorrow.
Right.
Not necessarily a lot, just steadily. I feel like a lot is the wrong thing to say. Steadily is kind of where I plan to be.
Black Friday is a national holiday?
No, it's not.
Fenton, I imagine, are you, I don't know if your place usually makes you work Black Friday, right? I can't remember.
Most places do. The only reason why a company would truly shut down for Black Friday is if the owners don't want to work that day and they care about their employees.
Well, you see, my previous place of employment always shut down on Black Friday because they didn't want to deal with all the claims of the grease fires from the turkey of the previous day.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, we'll get to it Monday. That's fine.
Yeah. Those people can wait.
I mean, it takes a weekend to file a claim anyway.
Sure.
But whatever.
Plus, I feel like a lot of companies expect there to be people not showing up at this point.
I mean, why would you?
I mean, like...
Unless it's like you that has to.
But but I mean, like, I'm also going to be working out of this room with a company that's going to probably be half-staffed. So, like, it's for in most cases, like, yes, I'll be, doing, I'll probably be putting in like a half day and then just sitting near my computer waiting for it to ding. And if it dings, I'll check. But, just kind of hanging out, doing some push-ups.
You know what's always fucked up is when I worked at the oil change place.
Yeah.
Which I did for like 4 fucking years. Black Friday would be so fucking busy.
Sure.
And I'm like, motherfucker, there are deals out there. And you're here getting your goddamn oil changed.
Well, yeah,
like, what are you doing?
Because everybody's out getting the deals.
Everyone's out getting the deals.
Yeah. I've actually got to go Saturday, bring my car in. Wait, she said I would have taken a picture, but no, yeah, Blakely, you can't just take photos of other people's kids.
Especially at Disney. Like, it's a little weird.
Yeah.
They frown upon that part of But speaking of Disney, let me say this. I went to Disney yesterday.
Hey, you do that now.
I do that now. The kids are off school for the week because of Thanksgiving and shit. And so I was like, let me... they get the whole week off now, which I was like, this
got
is
3 days.
And we got 3 days, bitch.
Sometimes
kids, they get
2.
the whole fucking week off.
Yeah.
I know, right? This is bullshit. So, but they're off, and I'm like, you know what? We got these annual passes. It's not gonna cost us anything. Let's go to Disney, type of thing. And boy, going Thanksgiving week is a fucking nightmare. Really? It is a goddamn nightmare. Like, just because you got to get the park reservations nowadays. So just to get a reservation was a pain in the ass. But we got a reservation for Epcot because we wanted to try their new Ratatouille ride that just opened. We haven't tried it yet, so we're like, all right, let's try. So we got the reservation for the day. And then what you had to do, just like as you recall, for Rise of the Resistance, you had to go get a virtual
queue up
boarding pass. So the way it works now is that you wake up at 7 a.m. before you actually leave to go to the park, and you can get your boarding pass. So you don't actually have to be there, which is nice.
Yeah.
So you don't have to fucking get there first thing in the morning. So I set the alarm for like 6:45, wake up, get the boarding pass, and we're like in group 90 or some shit. We don't have snow days. That's a good point, Blakely.
Yeah, that's fair.
So we get like group 90, and I'm like, oh, that's great. So like I can go back to bed. Like, we'll get there when we get there, kind of thing. Absolutely. And so I wake up, I go mow the lawn. It gets to be about like 2 o'clock. I'm like, all right, we should probably head out. It's probably gonna take like an hour or something to get there. What have you. It took fucking hour and 45 minutes to get there with all the fucking traffic. It was fucking brutal. Brutal to get there. So we get there around 4. 4:30, 4:30 ish. And as soon as we get there, like we walk into the park, and it's kind of a colder day for
Sure.
Florida. Like it's like in the 60s ish. So like we got, you still shorts and a t-shirt, but you
Yeah.
got that hoodie for later.
Oh, sure.
Basically. So we walk around, we go over to the Mexican pavilion, we ride the Grand Fiesta Tour.
Hell yeah.
Get
yourself an
some
avocado
Mexican
margarita.
culture. You get yourself some culture.
Oh yeah.
That's what you get with Donald Duck.
Some true culture there for sure.
Exactly.
So,
And as soon as we get off the ride, our buzzer goes off. It's time to go ride the ride. I'm like, perfect. Walk all the way over to the France Pavilion, go into the new section that's brand new. We haven't been back there before. We're like, oh, this is nice. It looks fucking French.
yeah.
And like, there's fucking fleur-de-lis and shit. And so we walk up to get into the line, and the guy's like, I'm so sorry, the ride just went down. And we're like, oh, fuck. All right. And then they're like, but don't worry, you got called. Just come back when it's open at any time. You can ride the ride. It's fine. We're like, all right. I mean, it's 4:30. It's 4:30, 5 o'clock. It's fine. We got other shit to do. So like we walk over to the Japan Pavilion. Check out all the shit they got over there. They got like fucking Mario and Tokidoki and Animal Crossing. Because Japan. It's what they got.
Sure.
Some anime shit. Go check that out, and we walk out, and it is fucking cold.
Oh, really?
It is now
what
like
day was this?
Maybe 50. It was yesterday.
Oh, so Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
It was like 50 degrees outside.
It was. I can't remember if it was yesterday or Monday, but we woke up and it was like 35 degrees. No, yeah, well, yeah, it would have been yesterday. Woke up, it was 35 degrees, and I did not have the heat on.
Oh yeah,
and my sprinkler system was running.
Oh fuck! It was like this morning. I woke up and the house was at 50 degrees. I was like, holy shit! And I had the fan going. I'm like, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we walk out and it's cold. So like we're putting the jackets on, and like I'm wearing the face mask just for warmth at this point.
Okay.
Like it's getting cold, and I'm looking on the app and the ride's still not up yet. I'm like, fuck, this is bullshit. Like I want what's owed to me.
Exactly.
So we walk over to the American Pavilion because of course there's a fucking American Pavilion.
Sure. Yeah.
And they got this whole display up for Thanksgiving about the Native American culture and all this shit and like artifacts. So like we bullshit in there for a little while and then come back out and it's still not open. And we're like, fuck, man. So like, all right, and at this point the kids are cold and they're tired and they're like, can we ride something?
Can we just do something?
You promised us rides and you're giving us culture. We're not happy. So we're like, fine, we're gonna go ride Living with the Land, which if you recall is like greenhouse
Living
ride.
with the Land. Yep.
So we go ride that, but they decked out the entire greenhouse in Christmas lights.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it was dope. So like we're going through and like you're still learning about agriculture and shit, but like,
so
fuck,
look at these lights, man. They're fucking wild.
They made like a Mickey Santa. So like you're happy.
Yeah.
Out of lights. And so that finishes, and as that finishes, it finally pops up like the ride's ready to go.
Okay.
And it's like 3 hours later at this point than when we were supposed to ride. So it's dark, it's cold, it's windy, whatever the fuck. So we're racing back to the World Showcase, racing over to the French Pavilion. We get in line, and you have to remember it's been down for like 3 hours.
Right.
So like everybody
who
was waiting,
they were all told the same thing.
Oh, the exhibit wasn't for Thanksgiving; it was for America. Listen, it's all for America. Let's be honest.
Oh, like it was just for America.
Yeah, it's for America.
You got a lot of culture that day, I bet.
Overflowing, an assload of culture.
Yeah.
So like,
assload of culture.
Everyone's going to the fucking rat ride,
right?
And so, we get in there pretty early actually. So like, we're beating a lot of people, getting into the queue. We're getting in the queue, and it's a long queue because it's a brand new ride. And we get right to the point, and it's one of those fucking 3D rides. So you need to get your glasses on, and then you get into this like mobile rat that like takes you through the fucking movie and shit. We're just about to get our glasses. motherfucker goes down again.
Yo, for real?
For reals. And so at this point, the boy's had it. Like he's waited all day for this fucking ride. He's tired. He's got that tired energy.
Yeah.
And I've already yelled at him 70 times about climbing shit he's not supposed to climb.
Right.
Because he's a little boy. And he's just jumping off the walls. And keep in mind, we're in a narrow hallway. Right at the fucking finish line. And he can like see we're fucking almost there. And I'm just like, for the love of God, can anyone just start the fucking rat up so that we can get through this motherfucker?
Right.
So 20 minutes go by. They finally let people in. And, of course, they start letting those fucks that paid for the goddamn attraction because of the lightning lane bullshit go through first. So, like, we're just watching, like, family after family after family. I'm like, yeah, okay, you're getting your fucking $9 worth or whatever the fuck to get on this ride. And so we finally get let in. We get our glasses, and we ride this ride. And it's a decent ride. Like, it's all right. Like, I'd give it like a 7 out of 10, maybe.
Okay.
Like it's one of those things I would wait 25 minutes for. I ain't waiting 30.
You're not going through all of that again just to get on the ride.
I'm absolutely fucking not.
Gotcha.
But kind of the kick in the nuts was, so you get 3 rat vehicles that are the like the trackless system, kind of like Rise of the Resistance is, and all 3 of them are going through the scenes together.
Right.
And wouldn't you fucking know it, we ended up with like the worst version of the ride that you can get, the last car. So like everything's happening to like the 2 cars in front of you, and you're just like kind of watching. Like everything happen.
So shitty.
It wasn't great, but like at the same time it was like new. Okay. So it was still like kind of cool. But like I'm just like, man, we waited a long fucking time for this, and like it was all right. It was okay. It was okay.
I had a very similar experience, as a matter of fact. I can't say it was that specifically, but kind of the outcome was sort of the same. You waited so long for this, and at the end you were like, it was okay. I think I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Well, we went and saw the new Ghostbusters movie this past weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
We didn't really intend to go see it.
Okay.
It was weird. Like for as much as I wanted to see it, I really wasn't in a rush. I think just because like with everything going on right now and it being so close to the holiday, I was like, let's just get through the holiday. And
for the love of God, please.
And then, well, not even for the love of God, just like let's focus on one thing right now, And like we were getting the house more and more finished up. We were starting to get stuff prepped for Thanksgiving. We were starting to get stuff prepped for Christmas even. So in my head, like I really wasn't thinking about like, oh, we got to go see this movie. But it was like Friday night. There's a place down here in Austin that does like an art bazaar every holiday season. And so like a lot of local vendors come in and they all set up shop. They sell their wares. And it's like a little mini market with like all local, locally made stuff.
Soaps and shit.
Actually, yes, soaps and shit. Mm-hmm. So we went, and normally it is packed to the gills. Granted, we had only gone the 1 year, which was when we first got down here, because 2020 was closed due to COVID. But like they did, like you could schedule a time to walk through it. But when we went in 2019, literally every time we went, it was packed. Didn't matter the time of day. Didn't matter what day it was. There was always a huge amount of people. So as we're like getting ready to pull like down the street, Christy goes, "How busy do you think this is going to be?" I'm like, "Oh, I think we're too late. Like we are like we are too late. Like we're going to park like a block and a half away. We're going to do some walking. It's going to be shoulder to shoulder." We turn down the street. We pull in the parking lot. It is dead. And we were like, okay,
of course,
this is interesting. So
we
go in, we walk around. We're there maybe an hour, like not even. In and out. We grab some stuff. We're leaving, and I'm like, it took like no time, like
that's
at all. So we were like, what do you want to do now?
Hello, Toilet Bowl Food Review. Welcome to the show.
Okay. So we're like, what do we do now? And it was like, well, we could go get a drink, or we could go get food, or like we could go see a movie. And we're like, well, Ghostbusters literally just came out, so like and the theater that we used to go to all the time was right down the street because we were right near our old apartment.
Nostalgia.
So like, yeah, fuck it, let's fucking go. And there was like it was a showing like in 30 minutes. So we're like, perfect, let's go do this. And like everything up to this point lined up. We got there, we parked, we walked up, we got 2 seats in the back, no issue. Got in, got some snacks, sat down.
Within your fasting window, of course.
Yeah, well, this was a little beyond the fasting window, I will admit, because I had not eaten dinner, and like I had a pretzel. I didn't even get a large popcorn.
Oh, okay.
I got a pretzel.
All right.
Yeah. So it was actually a really good pretzel. So we sit down, and like the previews are going, and then it happens. This group of what looked to be teenagers.
Oh, fuck.
And in my head, I'm like, don't really think anything of it.
Sure.
Like, I was a teenager who went to movies all the time, especially on Friday night, especially on opening nights with my buddies. You go, you giggle, you have a good time. That's what you do. And then they start walking up the steps, closer and closer to our row.
No.
And I'm like, and then suddenly, like, I get this feeling in my stomach, and I'm like, I'm about to be made to feel really old.
Oh, boy.
And then these kids start stomping up the stairs, and they sit in directly behind us.
Oh, behind you. Yeah. Okay.
And I'm like, okay, we're good. And like more people are filtering in. But then like, the movie starts, and the way this theater is, we had actually never been into this particular theater room. So this is a smaller theater overall. There's like only 8 theater rooms in it, and they're all different sizes, all different layouts. Like there are some that are very traditional. Some have those D-box, like those 4D seats that kind of move along with the movie and stuff. This one in particular had very wide rows. Like this is something you would typically find in like an Alamo or like a movie tavern, where like the rows are designed so people can walk through, and so that if people were walking in the row in front of you, you don't really get like distracted by them.
Sure.
However,
the seats recline?
They do recline, yes.
Okay.
However, the row in the back, which is the row directly behind us, is so high that if you walk past the projector booth, you block part of the screen.
Oh, who fucking designed that horse shit?
So people are still filtering in as the movie's starting, and there's people walking behind us.
For fuck's sake.
And they're trying to find seats and stuff. And I'm like, it's okay. We're going to be okay. This is okay. And then like the movie starts going a little bit, and you can kind of hear some snickers. Not like candy bar wrappers, but like,
I was going to say, you hungry?
Kids like snickering and like making little like and like stomping on things and like throwing
just being little assholes.
Just like being little assholes. I'm like, you know what? They're just kids. They're just when the movie gets going more, they'll stop.
Sure.
And then it kind of stopped. And then it started happening again.
Oh no.
And it went on, and I'm like I don't want to, and I started thinking, I'm like, am I overreacting? I'm like, because listen, I am a supporter of Ask for the Manager. We have established that on the show.
Yo, fucking dedicated on this show.
I have asked for the manager multiple times, but that is due to the poor
Kevin and Karen both start with K.
Hey, don't you fucking start that. Listen, I paid for my pretzels. I don't want some frozen ass bullshit logs, okay? Give me what I paid for. Listen, it's not about it's more about if I'm getting listen, folks. you deserve what you paid for, okay? So if you're getting bad service, you deserve something in return. If you get a bad product, you deserve something in return, okay? Get what you pay for. If you're not getting the service you desire, ask for the manager. There's nothing wrong with that. But
I believe
what?
The previous example was also involving the movies.
It was, but this was the movie theater's fault because they literally first time up. We
sold tickets to those assholes.
What's up?
So they literally sold tickets to those assholes is what happened, right?
well, in this case, yes. But in the previous situation, they gave us frozen food. Like the food we ordered was literally frozen. So I went back up and I was just like, hey, we just ordered this. My movie is starting. Could you please go do something about this? They're frozen. They're like, sure, no problem. They come, like 10 minutes later, they handed me a new one. It was a very long wait for somebody who was like, my movie just started and the food you gave me is frozen. And then they gave me a new batch and I didn't trust it. So I just poked one and I hit a solid brick of ice. And I was like, what the fuck? And I got a shitload of free movie tickets because of it.
Oh, nice.
But in this case, it was the people around you. And I was like, I don't know if I'm at that age or that mindset yet where I need to be telling the kids, hey, kids, you need to pipe down because there are other people in this theater who paid their money to enjoy this show. And gosh darn it, they're going to enjoy this show.
Right.
And in my head, I'm like, I'm not that guy. Like they're just kids. They're just, goofing off. It's Ghostbusters. Yeah, it's fucking Ghostbusters.
Who are you going to call?
Yeah, exactly. So at one point, they just leave.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So
best case scenario.
I'm like, okay, it's over. Start to get back into the movie a little bit more. 15 minutes later, they all come back.
Oh, fuck. Like, fuck these kids.
I'm like, what the fuck? So they come back. And at this point, they're literally just watching videos on their phone.
Oh, for fuck's sake. These goddamn kids today.
And I was just like, I can't do this. And there was part of me that in my head, I was like, you need to go back there right now and just grab one of those little motherfuckers and be like, listen, you little fucking shit. I spent way too much goddamn time waiting for this fucking movie to come out. And I had a really shitty fucking week and you're ruining my experience. But I didn't do that. I just was like, fuck it. I didn't even tell Christy I was doing this. I was just sitting there. And I was like, fuck it. Sat up, walked out, went downstairs, went up to the counter, and they're like, and there's like a group of people talking and completely empty, but like the people who are working behind the counter, and they're just like, hi, sir, where can we get you? And I'm just like, is there a manager?
Oh, gosh.
And they're like,
yes, in sidebar, Blakely in the chat, teens annoy the shit out of me too. They're a bunch of fucking hooligans.
Okay.
So I'm on the same page.
Okay, so maybe okay, we'll talk a little bit more about this then, because maybe there is a point there's something I need to grow into then.
Sure.
So I was just like, I just can you get a manager? And they were like, yes sir, right away. And they're like, can we have a manager come up? There's somebody here asking for it. And they're just like, and they're like terrified. Because I'm pretty sure these people never get complaints. And they're like, is there something wrong? Is everything okay with the movie? And I was like, there's just like people making noise behind us, like in the row behind us. And I'm just like, that they're ruining the movie for everybody around them. And they're like, are they disrupting the theater? Yeah, they are. Mm-hmm. But like the entire theater, yeah. I'm like, okay, manager will be coming right over. Guy walks over, and I felt so bad for thinking this, but in my head, my immediately thought was, you're gonna get nothing accomplished. So I'm just like, yeah, man, come on, here we go. He doesn't say a single word to me.
Oh.
He's just, and I'm like, it's the row behind us, man. It's like this group of kids, like they're just making a bunch of noise, causing a ruckus, and he's just, and then like he's following, and so like we go into the theater, and I'm just like, we're all the way in the back, you know.
Sure.
And I'm quiet because I don't want to disrupt the movie.
Well, of course, you're a gentleman.
So we're walking up the steps, and we get to like the halfway point of the steps, and I'm still walking back to my seat. Mm-hmm. And as I turn down my row, I look behind me, and he had just stopped walking. So I'm like, the fuck? So I go back to my seat. I sit down, and I'm like, I grab the manager, and then I look behind me because I hear a commotion, and there's already somebody yelling at these kids.
Oh, okay.
So, and like at first, I don't know who this person is.
Sure.
I was like, I didn't get him. I was like, maybe it's one of the people who were watching the movie that they were like,
the
patrons
of the movie.
Patrons of the movie. Yeah. But she was like, you can stay, but if you keep making noise, we're gonna throw you out. So I was like, this has to be another manager. So somebody else probably went and complained.
Right.
But I'm looking back at Homeboy, and I'm like, dude, you did nothing. Like, I get it that there's already somebody over here, but at least come by for some support.
Something.
Because like at that point, if I was in his position, I would have gone up and been like, did somebody else complain about these guys? And if she was like, yeah, I'd be like, then they need to go.
They need to go
right. Immediately. And of course, like, you know, they weren't making a lot of racket after that, but like they were doing, you could tell they were purposely doing things to annoy people at that point. And then 15 minutes later, and then 15 minutes later, they just left and were like screaming obscenities as they were walking like further out.
Sure.
Yeah. And like, but at that point, the movie was like 3/4 of the way over.
Right.
And I was like, I don't know if I'm into this.
Well, how could you be?
Yeah. I mean, overall, the movie seemed fine. I think I enjoyed it.
Okay.
There were definitely some moments that really hit me. But afterwards, we were both just like we got to see it again because listen, when I go to the movies, I'm about the full experience. You know?
Well, that's what you pay for.
Yeah, like I go to the theater to be, you know, submersed into whatever world I'm watching. I get my popcorn, I get my pretzel. You know, I want to be zoned in, and like I don't mind if like there are people laughing or cheering even or having a good time. I mean, like going and seeing Avengers Endgame, like hearing the eruption of the audience made for a better experience. You know. Christy saying
says, one member of the group was getting upset every time they made noise. I think she was embarrassed.
Oh, okay, okay. Which I
and
I feel like there's usually one in that kind of situation.
And did you ask for a refund?
No. At that point, I was like, let's just go.
No, really? Even after missing that much of the movie?
Realistically, I mean, like I didn't miss too much of the movie. Like I missed maybe like 3 minutes in total, honestly. And it was at a point where like nothing really happened.
My son had to piss during a pivotal point of Rogue One, and I almost asked for a refund.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like it was like the scene where like the chick's father dies.
Oh.
And like spoilers, folks. And he's just like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm like, not now, damn it! Like something important's about to happen.
Yeah, no, I mean, realistically, we probably could have asked for a refund, and we probably would have gotten one, because there was absolutely an argument there. But I think afterwards, it was just like, you know, let's just go.
It was a shitty experience.
Yeah, but you know,
and that just goes to show you, nothing good comes from teens.
I mean,
they're just all a bunch of assholes.
That's you're not entirely wrong. So, but like. Is it even an age thing at that point then? Because
no, no.
What I'm saying
yes
is like from my perspective, like if I was 23 and that was going on,
you still would have been annoyed.
I still would have been annoyed, but like I'm saying like it's still valid to be like, no, you go and you take care of that shit immediately.
I think at 23, you're more like. Here's the thing, and this is something that I found as well, is that if this was happening at 23, I wouldn't have the gumption to get up and say anything about it.
Really?
At 33,
so it is an age thing.
I'm ready to raise all the stinks in the world.
So it is an age thing, is then, because like if at 23 you're like, nah, you know what, just let it slide.
I think it's less of a like. I think at 33 it's more of like, listen, you've had 10 more years of dealing with bullshit in the world. It's
the experience you've had.
It's the experience.
Yeah,
it's the experience.
And Christy makes a great point. If she was a teenager and that happened, she would have been pissed. I would have been pissed because I remember like back in high school, like my buddies and I like went to the movies all the time, and like we would be little fucking idiots, but there was also a point where we knew when to turn that off, and it was typically when the movie started. I mean, like listen, I'll admit to it, like even sometimes now, like I'll still Mystery Science Theater some previews. You know, like if there's
something better than pop in the theater with a comment after a preview. Like I remember I was in the theater and the new fucking X-Men Apocalypse the fucking thing came up and like the preview ended and like the theater was silent. I was just like, I don't do mutants, and it like popped the whole fucking theater. So like, I get it.
They fucked up your food twice, and you had to get a manager about teens. I would have gone Apple Store on them.
That's very true. She would have gone Apple Store.
No. So the food thing was a separate incident. That was 5 years prior. The food thing was completely different. So sorry if there was some confusion there, folks. She said, I got angry when Christy says, I got angry when my dates tried to make out with me in the theater. I'm trying to watch the that happened. Oh my God.
Christy like, fuck Alanis Morissette. Like we're fucking here to watch a goddamn movie.
Okay. So there was there was a movie. It was Dark Knight Rises. I had already seen this movie. And I went with a date. And she wanted to make out with me. And I was like, oh no, wait, we gotta watch. I was like, sorry, like, listen, it's
this
cool.
Tom Hardy performance.
Tom Hardy is like he's one of the best things about this movie. He might be the only good thing about the movie. Realistically, it's just Tom fucking Hardy doing a goddamn acting class. I'm listen, like you know, you go to the movie to have a good time, you laugh, you get silly, but like you got to know when to turn it off. You know what I mean?
Got to know when to hold them.
Got to know when to hold them. Yep. But yeah, that was so okay. But I'm at least glad to know that the need to ask for a manager because of an issue like that is really based more on the experience and not like, oh, look at this old fucker. It's just like, no, man.
Oh, no.
I've seen some shit, and I don't want to deal with this.
And this is why you get along.
This is it's good. Yeah.
Very good.
Oh, yeah.
Very good. Yeah, no, it's just it's you get older, you've seen more shit, and you have less tolerance for bullshit. Right. That's all it is, really.
Yeah.
And you know, like, if you don't say anything, nothing gets done.
Exactly. So listen, folks, at the end of the day, if you see something, say something. Feel free to speak up. Get what you paid for, okay? If you're not getting the experience you wanted, make sure that you get something in return. Ask for a manager politely, you know. Be polite about it. I think that's where I like
Fenton, didn't we go to Dark Knight Rises together, like in a big group? We did. Actually.
That was the first time. This was no. I mean, I could say Ref Ted tried to make out with me and be like, "No, man, this is a great part of the movie."
Right.
No, yeah, we all.
That was an all-day fucking Batman marathon.
And Christy was there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking yeah.
Yeah, private theater.
Patrick was there with us in the private theater, right,
Yeah.
Patrick? Because you were part of the group. We all scattered into the fucking
Yeah.
Cloud City theater. Yeah, Patrick, you did get your money's worth today. I mean, it's fucking free.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, get the experience you paid for. Ask for a manager, but be polite about it. Okay, just be polite about it.
Manners.
But if the establishment wronged you,
burn it down.
Don't burn it down. What's your credit card number?
That's right.
Yeah, that's all I got.
That's all we got for this week. So, folks, we hope you have a happy and safe holiday tomorrow.
Yes.
Don't fucking go crazy with shopping. Like, it's all online and none of it matters. Let's be honest. Like, the people that love you. And that's all that really matters at the end of the day. We're not going to be here tomorrow.
I'll be here tomorrow. Be here
Don't
next
be
week.
an asshole. We'll be here next week. But for this week, I've been Jason X.
I'm Kevin Graham.
And this has been your show.
Peace.